All right, kettle on, biscuits loaded. International break just swerved into our lane like a winger on fresh studs. So let's do the fantasy bit properly. Who's playing where this weekend? Who's racking up air miles? And what it all means for your next FPL moves. One voice, one brew, lots of green arrows. Let's get some. First, the lay of the land. Europe's into World Cup qualifiers. England Andorra at Villa Park is the headline for Premier League eyes. With a fresh-ish 3 Lions squad named last week. Low travel, high control. The main threat is rotation, rather than jet lag. Keep calm and check lineups. Elsewhere in UEFA land, France beat Ukraine 2-0, Mbappe scoring because gravity. Italy smacked Estonia 5-0 in Gattuso's debut. And Denmark 0-0. Scotland was the full Bringer Book special. Why do we care? Minutes and knocks for your FPL staples. Saliba and Konate with France. Jorginho and Raspadori tights for Italy. And Robertson and McGinn from that Denmark-Scotland grind. Nothing too scary, but keep one eye on post-match niggles. Now the big FPL storyline. Long-haul chaos. South America's qualifiers are in the decisive stretch. Brazil play Chile and then head to Bolivia's altitude in El Alto midweek. Argentina face Venezuela and then Ecuador in Quito on the 14th. Translation: late kicks, brutal travel, thin air. If your squad leans on Brazilians-Argentinians, plan a little bench cover. Yes, that includes keepers and centre-backs who look indestructible until they meet 3,800 meters. A couple of specific ripple effects. Darwin Núñez is suspended for Uruguay's window, which weirdly helps you. Less travel, fewer minutes in his legs before the league restarts. Meanwhile, Uruguay are also missing Araujo and Nanguez. Keep that in mind if you were eyeing Bielsa ball for differential scouting, but for FPL, it mostly means Darwin rests. Luis Diaz and Colombia, they've just clinched qualification after Bolivia and then face Venezuela away. He's collecting stamps and minutes. Great vibes, tricky turnaround. Africa's window matters too. Egypt beat Ethiopia 2-0 with Salah on the sheet and travel to Burkina Faso next. Again, it's long flight and hot conditions if you're captaining Mo. You still can, he's Mo, but maybe pair that with a playable bench first sub in case of managed minutes. Morocco, already booked for 2026. Hakimi owners, minimal panic, just pride and maybe bonus miles. Across the pond, Asia's heavy hitters are also across the pond. South Korea play the US on September 6th, then Mexico, September 9th, in the States. Japan face Mexico, then the US, which means Son Heung-min and Kaoru Mitoma are doing the long-haul double. Expect both to be fine, but Sunday and Monday returns plus time zones can mean 70 to 75 minutes next quarter rather than 90. If your bench is a haunted house, maybe don't stick the armband there. All right, let's turn that into actual FPL advice. Captaincy and premium watch. Safe caps. Anyone not doing the transatlantic tango looks good. Your nailed, Europe-based talismans who just played at home. England core, most of France. Plenty of Scandinavians are the don't overthink it basket. I can feel you trying to overthink it. Stop it already. Still fine with a seatbelt. Salah. Form's there, but the Burkina Faso away trip screams 61 sub if 2-0 up. If your vice-captain is sensible, crack on. Proceed with caution. South American attackers flying Tuesday, Wednesday, or even Sunday, the 14th. Argentina and Ecuador at altitude. Not telling you to sell your stars. I'm telling you to budget a transfer if a late knock appears. Transfer priorities, short term. Buy hold with a smile. Darwin Núñez. Yes, really. The suspension means his legs are fresh when the league returns. If your structure likes him, this is a sneaky minute safety play. I know. Me recommending Darwin after saying check lineups feels like I'm asking for chaos. Defenders in European camps, England, France, and the Scandi teams, low travel. Decent clean sheet vibes coming out of controlled qualifiers. Strong holds, not buys. Son and Mitoma, absolutely keep if you've got them. Just consider the tiny minutes tax after US friendlies. If your bench is a pumpkin, don't add more risk this week. Short-term watch list. Brazil and Argentina starters who play the altitude fixtures. Think keepers and centre-backs too. If you spot fatigue quotes midweek, Downshift them to vice-captain territory rather than rage selling. Knock and travel meter. Very scientific. Not really. Green, all good. England core, most of France, Italy lads post Estonia, Denmark Scotland crew. Minutes, yes. Red eyes, no. Amber, monitor. Salah Burkina Faso away. Son and Matoma, US double. Luis Diaz away to Venezuela after Bolivia. Great picks, tiny freshness tax. Amber plus, altitude club. Brazil at El Alto, Argentina at Quito. Fantastic footballers, average oxygen. Cheeky green. Darwin, suspension equals rest. If he blanks after all that, look, I'll join you in the naughty corner with a chalkboard. Quick housekeeping. Roll a free transfer if your squad is balanced. The real injuries often surface 24 to 48 hours after the second match of the window. If you must punt, do it on a Europe-based attacker with a Monday fixture and a guaranteed 90. The upside, fresh legs, early team news. I can hear you whispering, one punt won't hurt. Famous last words. And that's the whistle. International break tried to nutmeg us. We showed it the byline and clipped in a sensible cross. Summary vibes. Captain the non-traveling talisman. Keep Salah with a bench buddy. Watch your South American altitude heroes for managed minutes. And quietly enjoy Darwin's enforced spa weekend. If it all goes sideways, I never said any of this, and the kettle boiled too loud to hear me. Good luck next quarter. Green arrows, minimal hamstrings, and remember, choose the tabs, pack the passports, and embrace the chaos.